Byron Swims the Hellespont by Joseph S. Salemi. The poem is prefaced by an author's note. On May 9th, 1810, Lord Byron swam across the Hellespont from Sestos to Abydos to duplicate the legendary back-and-forth trips made by the mythical Leander on visits to his lover, Hero. This was a distance of about 1 nautical mile in very cold water with a dangerously strong current. Despite warnings not to try it, both from local residents and from the British consul, Byron completed the hazardous swim in about an hour. Talk about a poet with a real pair of balls. And now the poem. What else to do but try it? Just a whim to be a new Leander, and like him, brave the cold strait that kept two loves apart, and show, through daring, how a young man's heart is equal in real life to mythic story. Could I not garner for myself the glory a long-dead swimmer earned by being drowned? Lust drove his limbs, and yet Leander's crowned with honor, just as if he fell in battle. Shall I not also win a prize? The prattle of ladies back in England, who will squeal to hear of this adventure. And they'll feel the pangs of dreamy passion for a chap who's handsome, lithe, and saucy. And, mayhap, they'll swoon when greeted by my rakish smile. I'll tell them how I swam the stormy mile twixt Europe's shore and Asia's rock-strewn strand, not resting for a moment, till the land came into view, and how the breakers' roar told me that I was coming close to shore. I hardly think I'd try the thing again. It took 1 hour, but it felt like 10. The water was as cold as German hock poured over chipped ice, and the fleshly shock set me a shiver. I paid that no mind, for if I had, I should have been resigned to death within 10 minutes. I just stroked the waves in endless motion, as I stoked my brain with thoughts of, forward, move ahead. If you so much as hesitate, you're dead. And like a soldier, marching to face guns, who knows that if he loses heart and runs, disgrace and death are bound to be his fate, I clenched my teeth and kept my body straight. All I did was swim and keep my aim in one direction, holding to the same with dogged perseverance. That was all I had to cling to. Otherwise I'd fall into a lethal stupor and sink under. Such weakness would have been a costly blunder. And so I did it, and it brought me fame. The name of Byron blazes with a flame unheard of since the days when poets fought in combat, or took journeys where they sought adventure, fortune, plunder, or romance, and faced men with the gallant, hardy stance of independent, true virility, the kind that does not bend a servile knee to beg small favors from a foppling master, or falls to pieces at some trite disaster. Masculine, muscled poets are the types that women love, for such men have the tripes to seize the moment, make a sudden lurch, and not be cowed by ministers in church who plead for caution and all true decorum. I loathe those geldings. May the devil store 'em deep in some dungeon in the pit of hell. We don't need poets with the flouncy smell of Nancy boys tricked out like eunuch slaves. Such worms won't swim the Hellespontine waves. Again, that poem was by Joseph S. Salemi. He's published 5 books of poetry, and his poems, translations, and scholarly articles have appeared in over 100 publications worldwide. He is the editor of the literary magazine Trinacria and writes for Expansive Poetry Online. He teaches in the Department of Humanities at New York University and in the Department of Classical Languages at Hunter College. This poem was one of many included in the new Society of Classical Poets annual journal. That's journal number 11. So if you enjoyed that poem, you can get yourself a copy. It can be found on Amazon. Thank you very much.